What's popping, y'all? We back for another week. It's gonna be a quick little intro video. I just want to thank y'all again so much for always supporting. I think y'all got me like 30 subscribers, 30 new ones. Let's keep it going. We crossed 1,000 subscribers. The check is coming, so I appreciate y'all. Yeah, we got another episode review coming. Baddies West episode 2. We get to see what's about to happen. And yeah, like I said, thank y'all again for the subscribers. Let's keep that rolling. Like, I appreciate the support, all of y'all coming through and continuing to drop those comments. Thumbsing up the video. Please continue to drop them comments. I love talking to y'all. I like hearing y'all's thoughts on the shows as well. Because if you do click on my video and you watch it all the way through, I'm sure you probably have some type of thoughts, and I would love to hear it. And yeah, drop your comments down below. Follow the socials, all that's down there. Subscribe if you have not already. Continue to share, and let's go ahead and get on into this review.
These are my
This episode, man, they could have sped up half of this and like gave us
this was my moods. This was all my moods watching.
My mood was the one that's closest to you, where Nene's face looked a little orange. But because I'm like, why are we wasted too much time? This is where Zeus is back today, like stretching stuff out that don't need to be stretched out.
Because this whole episode was recapping.
Literally the whole episode.
It was a whole recap. I'm like, can't you just recap this in the recap? Why do we need to recap it in the episode?
For real.
It was very irritating. Very irritating. But let's start off. They open the episode up with Stunny. I call her Stunny. And Rollie fighting.
I like her. I'm sorry. Like, I like her. I do, because she backing what she's saying.
Did you not see what she was saying on Twitter?
No, I don't follow her on Twitter. What's she saying on Twitter?
Okay, we'll get into that later.
She talk about she want to get active, and she get active. Like, she do.
I mean, I agree with that part. Like, you know, I'm all about the active. So if she want to get active, get active.
She get active. And she do. She but that's the thing, she stand true to it. But yeah, so we get to the whole Stunna and Rollie thing, and then Biggie apparently jumped in. I didn't see the swing that Natalie was talking about, but Natalie said that she snuck her when Rollie was trying to get the liquor out of her eye. She got on Stunna Girl,
but also, like, to be honest, everybody was getting on Biggie saying that she snuck her or whatever. But their fight wasn't over. She was fighting. She started 2 fights with 2 people. What do you expect? These 2 people gonna still keep coming after you. It wasn't even a span of a good 15 minutes before her and Rollie started fighting. It was like 1 second she was fighting Biggie, the next second she fighting Rollie. Yeah. So you can't get mad that you got 2 people coming at you when you trying it with 2 people. True. Now, if somebody else want to jump in on your side and help you out, then cool. But you big and bad. You said you go stun on bitches, so show them how you stun.
She get active.
She got active. And she showed how, like, Rollie was talking all that shit, and she got that drink thrown on her and that wig pulled. Now, she might have been like, blah, 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 blah. I'm like, Stunna did her big one on you. She showed you what she was about. You sat down after talking shit because you thought you was big and bad, that your ass wasn't going to get touched, and you got touched.
And that's where I was like, Rollie, what you doing? Because Rollie know how to fight. Like, she should know, you doing all that barking and all that high power shit. Like, you should have stayed up. And if you're gonna keep doing that, you should have swung. If I'm up and I'm arguing with you at that point,
and you already know that she like to sneak.
And if you get me to the point where I'm arguing personally, if you get me to the point where I'm arguing back and forth with you, I'm gonna swing, and I'm probably gonna swing first.
Yeah, I'm not sitting down either. I'm not gonna sit down after we get done arguing.
No, absolutely.
I'm not sitting down. Bitch, I like elevated surfaces.
But that's the thing, though. I'm not fighting on no bus, even though I did fight on the bus in middle school.
I like fighting on buses.
I could
get to you faster, because if you in a room or whatever, your ass go try to run around. No, we in the bus. You going window to window. Boop, boop, window to window. Boop, 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 window to window.
We get on the street and get in that grass, because I can't do the aisles and stuff. But
I like window to window because you can't go nowhere. All I gotta do is just hop on top of the seat.
But with security in the way, what you gonna do? You know you're gonna get that broken.
They could get window to window too. I don't know why they don't be fighting security. I would be on my Megan James shit. Pop, pop, move, bitch. Boop, boop. Everybody getting hit. Don't grab it.
Look, I'm ready to see what else she got. But
But everybody's saying Biggie seeming like a follower to me, low key.
She is. I told you she was gonna be that way. She gonna be on Tommie's dick the whole episode, the whole season.
No, she was just like, I'm talking about like when they were on the bus, like she was just kind of egging it on. She was being that bird.
Natalie said it too.
Chirp. I was just like, shut up.
Natalie said it though. I don't think it was Natalie. It might have been Kat. Kat was saying that. Kat said like later on that she kept on. Well, no, she said it in that scene. She said it. She just kept on going, and it was like at that point she was like, okay, so if you keep on going, what do you expect? Like for real, like what do you expect? Keep talking. So that's why I said I didn't really fault Stunna Girl for that, because like,
and Rollie said she ain't worried about no motherfucking wig. She said I will stay looking like Luther.
She's snaking her wig snatched, so you can't be worried about it.
But she said she gonna stay looking like Luther. She said
Vandross. Hey, the Rollie know though. That's the thing. That's why
never too much.
She don't care either. Rollie don't care. But they ended up pulling Stunna off the bus to get the rest of them back to where they need to go to get to the house. Stunna ends up going in a little Suburban, and then they finally get to the house. And of course, you know, when they get to the house, they got to stop before they get in the house. And Razor was like, what I would be doing. Razor's like, why we got to keep...
Hold on, you skipped the big part, bitch.
What I miss?
On the bus, after they pulled Stunna off the thing and they started talking about Stunna.
Well,
they started talking about Stunna on the bus, and they were saying how she kidnapped the bitch and put her in the cage.
Yes. Now that's crazy. Kidnapping a girl and locking her in a cage. I was like, how did she get her in the cage first?
No, because Lo was like, I read that story.
I know, but how did she get a grown woman in a cage?
I mean, people be doing a lot of crazy shit. Like, it may not be on the news, but a lot of people be doing a lot of crazy shit. So I wouldn't put it past her.
I need to know how this happened.
And they saw it. The girl who it was supposedly happened to was on live with Tommie, and they were trying to get her to talk about it. But she was like, I don't know her name. She's like a rapper. I don't know her name, but it was on live. It was like on Zeus, like somebody who recaps and like reports Zeus T or whatever. I'll send it to you. But basically it was talking about she said, I'm not giving Zeus no clout. She said, y'all ain't paying me, so I'm not talking about it. She said, I'm not gonna defend myself, basically, whatever. So she was like, there's no need to talk about it, what's already been deaded. But I also agree with Lo when she was like, Natalie, you supposed to be the fucking executive here and you not diffusing shit. She said, we on this little ass sprinter and you need to be sending bitches home who just acting crazy. So I do agree with that. But yeah, you skipped the big ass part. Then you talk about bitches in cages.
On that part though, Natalie's playing the producer role and she played it again later on. We're gonna talk about it though.
Yeah.
Yeah, that whole...
Now we could go back to the Airbnb, the big...
I gotta find out about that because I'm definitely gonna look that up because I gotta see what the hell. How do you do something like that? But yeah, it was crazy. But yeah, they get to the Airbnb,
the big Airbnb,
the mansion they renting out. And they don't even go inside. Like I said, Razor was like me. Like, why we gotta keep stopping and talking? Like, we here at the house. Let's go in the house. Like, we done been together. It's been too many fights going on, too much animosity. Like, give me my time by myself. Let me go find my room. But Natalie's sitting there talking about it, saying that they need to go find Stunna Girl, and then they need to find ways to get Tommie and Chrisean there. So Biggie and Rollie trying to be funny, talking about they need to go talk to Stunna Girl. And then, of course, Kat was like, nah, I'm going to go do it. So they all get...
That was on her grown woman shit. She was like,
Kat,
shit.
And that's what I said. I said, Kat strikes me as she going to be like the person that's going to try and keep... She's going to do what Natalie should be doing. Keep everybody together.
Exactly.
To square one whenever they have their beef and stuff. But they ended up going in the house. And then they stopped again before they could go upstairs because Natalie had to tell them that they all sharing rooms, which I thought was crazy because she the only one that did not have to share with somebody.
And they low-key be acting like they too good to share rooms and stuff or whatever. But I'm like, on Bad Girls Club, they were sharing rooms. Y'all were sharing, it was 4 people in the room.
Yes, but if they share, but my thing is though, if you're gonna share a room, if I'm sharing a room with somebody, you need to give me a bed. Because
true, that is true. Because they do just be having one big bed and then a bed on the floor.
A mattress on the floor. You can't even put if anything, put the mattress on a bed frame. Like at least put the mattress, have a bed. But they had
the bed frame, the little frames, like they don't have the little headboard, but just the frame that be like pushing it up. Yeah. It's only like $60. It's not that much. And they could take that with them everywhere. Pack it up.
Like where you like in terms of Zeus, like find like an Airbnb that is already furnished. Like it's a lot of these Airbnbs that they be going to don't have no furniture in them.
Because they want a big house.
You can have a big house, but I mean, they in LA. You can find a big house that's furnished. Like,
why don't they just go to an old Bad Girls Clubhouse?
That too.
I don't know.
But
I don't give a fuck. But anyway, I'm gonna sleep wherever I want to sleep.
That would have been me, but they paired up. Who did they pair up? They paired up.
They paired Biggie with Rock, Rollie with Scotty, Low with Razor, and I think Cat was with Stunna. But then they end up switching later on in the episode. They end up switching Biggie to room with Rollie. I mean, to room with Tommie. They switched that later.
But we'll get to that too. But they ended up going up to their rooms. Razor and Low got in there. Like I said, they all saw the room set up because there was one bed, which was a full-size bed, and then you got the mattress on the floor. Everybody had the same situation going on. And then we get to what scene? I think it was Cat outside with Stunna Girl. Yeah.
Yeah.
So they sitting outside. Cat's kind of like, in a way, pepping her up like, this is what happened. I see this.
Yeah, because Cat was like, you remind me of one of my sisters. She said, I'm the oldest of 9. She said, I've been doing this for a long ass time. She said, so I feel how you be.
Yeah. And I would have, and then
Stunna like, not your Wi-Fi skipping, baby. Not your Wi-Fi skipping. You on that cricket Wi-Fi?
You were skipping. I wasn't.
I know you were skipping.
I wasn't skipping.
I don't know.
I was talking about
maybe we need to eject you.
We're gonna see who was really skipping once I post it.
Okay, we're gonna see you, Mr. Cricket.
But then Cat was, but the thing is too, she was telling her about how they was talking about her on the bus, talking about how like the way she was threatening them is why Rollie felt pressed about it. And it's like Cat said that she would have felt the same way too if some girl in Philly was trying to pretty much threaten her and tell her this, that, and the third. How would you feel? Because me in general, if you speaking out loud saying anybody can get it,
I won't feel no type of way
either. I'm like,
because I'm gonna be like, you're not talking to me until it has until you say legend. I'm gonna stunt on your bitch ass. I'm like, then we go get active. But if you saying I stunt on everybody, my name ain't everybody, so it's not.
I know you're not gonna pop it over here.
If it's not directed, then it's not respected. At the end of the day, if you're not directing it towards me, I'm not gonna feel some type of way. That's just somebody else's insecurities popping out. Like you're projecting at that point because you're a little insecure.
That's why I said I like Stunna Girl, because like she said I literally was just generally saying it, but I said it to her saying like, I'm not even talking to you. But if you want to take it that way, take it that way. And I'm like, yeah, I feel the same way. What the fuck is you laughing at?
I took a drink. The cat wasn't off.
Wow. And it's on camera, so you'll see it later. But
anyways.
But like she said, like if I'm literally speaking and I'm not even talking to you, but you decided that you wanted to take it a certain way, which is what Rollie did. And that's why I said I feel her on that. Because if I'm speaking to somebody else and you feel, look, a hit dog's gonna holler. If you feel hit,
exactly.
So
if you feel some type of way, then you gonna speak up. But personally, I would have said that and been like, "Oh, she ain't talking to me. She's just going off. She's just talking her shit."
And if you feel the type of way, do something about it. Like, I don't have no issue with you, but if you want to make it an issue, we can make it an issue.
But Stunna did have me cracking up when she kept calling Biggie Piggy.
That was funny to me.
That was funny.
She's quick. She quick with her mouth. Like she be on it. But long story short, they ended up getting in the house. And then what else happened? Natalie, like you said, she was up in her room. Natalie got the master bedroom. She the only one with it looked like it might have been a queen size bed. It didn't look like no king.
Yeah, it was a queen size bed.
She had that, and then she ended up calling Biggie into the room. And she's like, Biggie gonna be her right-hand man this season, and she know how to fight, and da-da-da-da-da. And I'm like, how do you know Biggie know how to fight? Because we ain't seen her fight. But okay.
I think Biggie know how to fight.
You think so?
From what I saw on the preview.
I didn't see much in that. I gotta see a full.
But it looked like Rollie got tagged up in that preview, but we're gonna talk about it.
Yeah.
But anyway, so they called Rock first, and Rock said she about to pull up or whatever. And you could tell right here, Natalie is egging shit on because she's telling Rock, "Oh, they've been talking about you being laid, blah blah blah." She egging stuff on.
There's one part where I was like, "There's the producer Natalie," but we're gonna get to it. But then she ended up calling Tommie and telling Tommie that she's gonna be rooming with Biggie, and Biggie was.
Tommie didn't look like she was feeling that. Tommie was like, "The fuck?"
I would have been the same way. Natalie caught it though. Natalie was like, she ain't happy. She probably ended up getting a hotel. I would too. Shit, because if you can't give me a room, I'm not staying here. Because we're grown. And that's the part with Kat though. Because Kat on her season, that one scene that always sticks out to me is when she was, I think that was on like the trip that they normally do. And they were sharing rooms. She's like, I ain't sharing a room with nobody. She said initially that she had not have no issue with sharing the room, but when she got in there and saw that it was that one full-size bed, she said, I'm grown, I ain't sleeping in no full-size bed. And I felt her on that too though. But
Stunna came in with her Muslim scarf on. She said, just in case she got a fight, she always ready. She always ready. Kat keeps saying, I want to have fun. I just want to have fun.
Dude, she grown. Kat said,
but then after that, Rock and DJ Scott, which I didn't even know she was on the cast, is finally here. But they basically saying like DJ Scott's like her friend, but Natalie's considering her a babysitter.
Basically, that's what she is. Because like what you just said was what I was thinking the whole episode until she mentioned her name. In that scene, I was not even thinking about her because whenever she was doing the room assignments, I was like, okay, so Chrisean, Natalie, and Tommie gonna have their own room because I wasn't even thinking about Sky. I was just thinking they was the only three that she didn't say, and I'm like,
they wasn't really in the trailer either. No,
and then she came in there, and it's just like why are you here?
She's giving me lamp post. She's giving me couch. She's giving me lamp. She's giving me mattress. She's giving me wallpaper. She is just there existing.
If anybody on this cast is a filler, it's her. Like everybody else
definitely a filler.
Is bringing something. She's the one that is literally just there as a tag along for Chrisean.
But did you catch Natalie what she was saying to them as soon as they came in the door? She gonna say, Rock, I had to cover for you basically because you was late, 10 hours late, and the girls was mad. She was egging it on. I already knew once Natalie put that little shit into Rock's ear, Rock was gonna get mad as soon as anybody else said anything.
Yeah, well, let's just skip to that part because I mean that was a bunch of bullshit too. She was just sitting there talking, and Chrisean was saying Chrisean said this too because she was saying to Chrisean that they was talking about how you was late and da da da. And Chrisean was like, "I'm not late to nothing." And she had a point here though, because even though she was late, she wasn't there. She said, "What am I late to? Like, we're not even doing nothing." Like, and it's true though.
Exactly,
doing nothing. It was on a bus, and she's like, "What did I miss? A bus ride? Like, fuck is going on?"
She said, Nat, you barely made it to tell me I was late. She said, bitch, you're late. How you gonna try to call me out for being late? But you're late.
Exactly.
Like, I like Rock because Rock, like, I know a lot of people have a distaste for Rock because of her actions and stuff. But one thing about Rock, she always gonna speak how she feel, and she gonna speak her truth. And she was doing that on Baddies South, where like she was just basically calling out all the camera shit, and she was just calling out, which I like that because that's how I am. I'm like, why y'all getting hyped for camera? Why are you trying to talk to me? This is just the camera scene. Like, don't do that shit with me. I would have been
exactly what she said.
Not me frozen.
Exactly. That's your Wi-Fi.
No,
I've been
your Wi-Fi influenced me.
Hell no.
Your cricket Wi-Fi influenced me. Get out my face.
Chrisean, listen, but she was saying, yeah, exactly what you said. Because she peeped it all too. Because you can tell just like looking at her reactions in the scenes. She like looking at Natalie like, why are you performing? Like, why are you doing all this?
Yeah, she like Natalie like, why are you trying me? We already done. We've been on one season together. I wish Rock would have beat Natalie's ass, but so they calling everybody to go to the living room, and they keep saying the energy is thick. Then all of a sudden,
you missed
Stunna ran up on Biggie.
I was about to say, Stunna active. She said she's gonna get active, and she said that's why I like her. She stand on it. She at the point where it's on site. Like anytime.
I like that about her. I just didn't like what she said on Twitter, but I like that about her.
And it's like that's why I respect her because regardless if she can fight or not, I still don't know if she can fight. Judging by that,
I mean, from the preview, it looked like she was tagging.
She might be tagging Rollie, but the video I saw Tommie post like last week after the episode where she had that knot on her face. Maybe she might have she picked with the wrong one.
She probably was tight. We gonna talk about it, but anyway, so Rollie and Stunny and Biggie all fighting because Stunny want to run up on Biggie. And then that's when like Rollie try to like get her little sneak in, and Biggie too happy to fight. She like,
it's too much energy for that. I want to see if Biggie gonna pop it with somebody that is in her. Because I mean, I feel like Stunna Girl, she ain't scared. She gonna do what she got to do. But in terms of weight class, I feel like Biggie is just picking with somebody that she knows is somebody that she can easily handle if she needs to. I want to see her pop it with Tommie. I want to see her pop it with Chrisean.
She
I want
ain't
to see
gonna
her
pop it
pop it
with
with
them.
Rollie.
She ain't gonna
But
pop
then,
it with them.
well, Rollie got. I saw it in that super trailer. Rollie looked like she was checking her. But
Well, yeah, and I feel like she got checked and she ain't say nothing. But anyways, they put Stunna in the dining room table or whatever. They separate her while they got everybody else in the living room. So they doing basically a recap. And I think it was Razor that called it out. She was like, "Why do we still keep talking about this photo shoot or whatever?" And I feel like she's not catching on to the production side of the things to where like they want to talk about these issues because they know it's gonna trigger Rock. Like a lot of other people who don't know Rock like that may not know that it's gonna trigger her, but Rollie called it. Rollie's like, I know Rock. As soon as you start telling her about herself and trying to control her or whatever, she's gonna fight. Like Rock is not the type to sit there and argue with you and really talk with you like that. As soon as she sits up and get quiet, it's time to fight.
That's what her babysitter called too. She called it too. She said she's the type that just don't want to do this. She just want to get up.
She just want to fight.
Missed it. We missed it.
What?
I knew Natalie. This is when I knew she was playing because Chrisean, remember she said it too. Because Chrisean was like, I'm happy I missed it. Because Natalie was telling her about the bus fight. She's like, I'm happy I missed the bus fight because I'm not trying to fight y'all. I'm not trying to fight with y'all no more. I'm trying to get my anger in check. Da 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 da. And then Natalie says, well, they were sitting there talking about you being late. Da 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 da. She's just putting that bug in her ear, trying to become more and more pissed. And then she was succeeding at it, and Natalie kept twisting it. I'm like, Natalie, that's the producer. Natalie was like, I'm going to make sure that she fights low.
But that's how she was on her original season of Bad Girls. That's how Natalie has always been.
That's why I love Natalie. Like Natalie.
But like anybody, I don't feel bad no more for anybody that gets blinded by her. I don't feel bad. You want to come on? You want to come on social media crying to me, bitch? Cry on the pillow, cry on my pussy, make it wet.
Like you said, this has been Natalie her entire reality career. She does this every show she's on. You should know, like, if I was to go on a show with Natalie, I would expect her to do stuff like this. So I'm not gonna be mad about it
unless she try to play me like I'm stupid. Then I'm gonna smack her.
Right. Yeah, so we get back to it, and then Lo is popping it, and Lo, we know she ain't gonna hold her tongue. So she was
Lo was not holding her tongue at all, but she was also making a point to say that it wasn't just you, it was just a lot of everything. She said, but you were definitely part of the problem. But she was like, also Stunna was part of the problem too. She made it clear that she wasn't just solely targeting Chrisean. She made it clear on everything bullshit. She was like, y'all all being bullshit. But I also do think she was kind of picking. But I'm a stick beside Lo. I'm gonna stick beside Lo. Like Lo was saying, I hate being late. And she was basically, at least she was upfront with her. And I feel like she wasn't really trying to be disrespectful in any type of way. She was just kind of telling her about stuff. But knowing Rock like, I'm a grown-ass woman. If they want to fire me, then they'll fire me if I'm late. But they ain't firing me because this is my show.
That's also true. Like, it's true. Because I said that too. Like, if you don't want to be here, don't come. But if she signed the contract and production can choose whether they want to film with you or not. And like she said, if they want me, if I'm too late and it's a problem, then they'll fire me. But long story short, Rock got tired of hearing it.
And got the swing. Because as soon as Lo said, and if it wasn't
she went to popping on that head.
She went to popping on her. But it looked like to me that she was missing hits, to be honest. Because Lo is such a chaotic fighter, but it looked like that she was missing hits, and it looked like Lo was just pulling her hair or whatever. And then somebody was in the middle of them. Who was in the middle of them? Was it DJ Sky?
Yeah, babysitter. But since we're gonna go, because that was the end of that. The preview, when Razor told Lo to go get her lick back, she got her lick back. I saw her connect at least one hit on Chrisean. It was like,
but Rock a strong bitch. Rock sent that ass a little flying.
Yeah, that's why I'm telling you, they need to get somebody on here that can really handle Rock, because I want to see a good.
I feel like there are like y'all haven't saw Baddies South. I mean, not Baddies South. Baddies South Central, whatever. Club. Like she don't fought and got beat up before
with the Wheezy girl from the Blue Girls Club. I said that on Twitter.
Or whatever, when they was boxing.
I think so. Yeah, it was like one of the first.
She was whooping her ass, but she was trying to take the gloves off so that way she could fight. But
if you could fight, I'm telling you, fighting with gloves on is a different type. If you can fight with gloves on, you really can fight. Like street fighting is one thing, but fighting with gloves on, you got.
I'm not a glove fighter.
It's hard. But
I'm not a glove fighter because at this point, take these gloves off. I want my fist to feel your face.
sometimes I'm telling you, sometimes them gloves hit harder than your own fist. I swear.
I know, but I want to feel it.
Yeah.
I want to feel it. My fists like to communicate. They like to talk, and they want to talk to your face.
Man, I'm telling
But
you.
so basically, Lo looked like she got her look back. But Lo has always been a very chaotic fighter. She has never been really coordinated because I remember when her and Jada fought, she was knocking over the pictures.
Flying at the wall.
The picture frame came falling down.
Oh my God.
It's very chaotic with Lo. So I wasn't expecting much of Lo to be a fighter or whatever. And it doesn't bother me that Lo got tagged up a little bit. But what does bother me is that Rollie got tagged up.
Oh, popping it like that. And it's
Did you hear them hits? Did you hear them hits though?
That's what I like about Zeus, because they don't put too much background music.
In the preview, you can hear them hits. Stunna hits sound like they were connecting on Rollie's face. And you know, I'm really not feeling Stunna, but that's all I heard. All I heard.
The way she was hitting Rollie was like the sound sounded like you. I don't know if you watched the first season when Seven and Sarah was fighting, and Seven was on their head. You can hear every one of them hits, and that's what I heard. Stunna was getting her.
It looked, and I feel like Rollie is so used to kind of grabbing hair and poop. Stunna was just throwing fists.
Stunna quick,
and that's how Jayla was, because Rollie is used to grabbing hair or whatever, and that's how Jayla was. Jayla just be throwing fists.
And she couldn't grab Jayla's hair.
Yeah, yeah. So like, I'm gonna need Rollie come up with a different tactic.
She fighting some real girls now.
But I don't know. I just need to watch the full thing because from the preview, it looked like Stunna was getting with Rollie, and then also Tommie and Stunna fight too. It seemed like Stunna got into like 3 fights back to back to back.
That's why I like her though, because she gonna get her.
But also, if she get beat up in one of those fights, I can't blame her because she might be tired. She might be tired.
She do. I mean, you win some, you lose some,
but she might be tired because I know people gonna be like, "Oh, she got beat up this round." Cause she just got out another round. Like, this bitch is tired.
She ain't no punk. That's the thing, though. I like her. I do. Like, I didn't know how I was gonna feel about her, but I do.
I don't like her after her comment on Twitter. I don't.
What did she say? You have to send that to me.
She says something about Biggie being trans. She made a joke.
Is she really trans though?
I don't know if she really trans or not, but nonetheless, a lot of people in the comments were kind of making fun of Biggie, talking about, "Oh, I knew." And I just feel like within the Zeus community, also within the Black community as well, or ethnic community, a lot of people do tend to look down upon trans women, especially on Zeus network shows. Like, they definitely use a lot of trans women as a like haha butt of the joke. But I don't know if Biggie is trans or not. But like, at the end of the day, Biggie never spoke on that. Biggie never said nothing about that. It's her story to tell. If she wants to tell people that she's trans, if she is trans, then that's her story to tell. It shouldn't be nobody else's story to tell, because now you're outing her.
Yeah, I agree.
At the end of the day. But like, I don't know if Biggie's trans or not. So, but there are, and a lot of people keep saying it's her voice, but there are cisgender women who do have voices, and there are cisgender men who have high-pitched voices. That doesn't mean that they're trans or anything. That's just genetic sometimes.
It's true. That's very true.
But like, I just feel like people need to stop using their beefs or whatever to pick a phobia that they want to have. Like, you already had that transphobia before, but you're just having a beef with somebody now, so you get to speak on it and use it as validation for your points when your points not validated at all.
That's facts. Very much facts. But I'm gonna end this with what made me start to like Stunna Girl. I'm sorry, this right here is so funny to me. You sent it to me.
That moves people. Clap, 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 clap that ass, bitch. Take the crowd.
I didn't know that was her.
She is so funny to me.
That's her song. That's her song that got famous.
Talking about she want to make people move. She want to make music that moves people, and then talking about clap, clap, clap that ass, bitch.
That was viral. That used to go viral on Twitter.
And it went viral now. Like, that's the thing though. I give Natalie her props, because this show is unorganized as it is. It be going viral. Like, I see it everywhere. It's all over TikTok. But yeah, that's it. Y'all drop them comments. You know where to follow us. It's in the info box. We'll be here next week.
I sent you the tweet too.
Yeah.
Oh, and I need to send you the thing for the girl in the cage.
Yes, because I need to see that. I gotta
Okay.
see it.
Good night, y'all.
Bye.